Hey, so super crazy, or not really that crazy, because this is my first time doing anything like this. But I just completely glossed over a huge thing last time. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. So the fear of the Lord, that phrase and concept, I think I passed over it because you hear it so often. You're just like, oh, fear of the Lord, yeah. I don't know what that is. So I don't know. That was one thing, and I don't know if I want to get into it, I guess. That might take a whole episode or whatever you call these things. Sure. Actually, sure. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's dig into that maybe a little. That might be cool. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Well, first off, why is it saying that at the end of this? So, the other thing we went through verses 1 through 6. Basically, who the Proverbs are written for. Let's see, in the beginning here. For obtaining wisdom and discipline, for understanding words of insight, for acquiring a discipline of prudent, a disciplined and prudent life. Oh, that's sort of cool. I didn't really notice how it does this. Sort of summarizes this part. So, the Proverbs, therefore, attaining wisdom. And if you go down a bit, verse 5, the wise add to their learning. No, wait. Yeah. Wisdom, discipline, understanding, insight, and prudent, which is what we were looking at. Prudence. Oh, I don't know what I'm getting at. I sort of went off on a tangent there. Let's get back to the fear of the Lord. Yeah. For obtaining these things. After the whole summary, please no. Go away. Sorry, that's my pupper. Okay. I'll start by looking it up, I guess. Maybe in Bible Hub first. Verse 7. Just to compare to their translations. They all say, fear the Lord. Fear the Lord, fear the Lord, fear the Lord, fear the Lord. All these fear the Lord. None of them say anything different. So that, some say the fear of the Lord, and some say fearing the Lord. Or one says fearing the Lord. The others say the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord. What is this? The chief wisdom is the awe of Lord. Oh boy, I don't want to get into that, I don't think. I've never heard of that translation before. The fear of the Lord, the fear of the Lord, the fear of the Lord, blah, blah, blah. All of them, except for the fear of Jehovah. Alright, we're going to focus on fear of the Lord. First, let's define fear. An unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat. I do not think that's what this means. The fear of the Lord. So threat of pain. I mean, I've always thought of it as like more of a like respect. Like you fear your boss, or you fear, the president comes in, and it's like, oh, I don't know. There's respect. But so I don't know about this. An unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous. Yeah. God is dangerous. There's different things where his presence could destroy us. Likely to cause pain or a threat. I don't know. And I don't know how that would be the beginning of knowledge. I don't know. All right. As a verb, be afraid of. Is likely to be dangerous, painful, or threatening. I don't know. All the translations use fear. Every single, almost. There's like two. I could even look that up. I don't know. There's like two. Use the word fear. Fear. Be afraid. As likely to be dangerous. I like that word, dangerous. Painful or threatening. Painful and threatening, but it doesn't really matter what I like. That's the definition of the word. Likely to be dangerous. I like that. But you can't dismiss that it's painful or threatening. Oh, okay. The fear, the knowledge of knowing it's dangerous of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and discipline. I wonder, since these verses are connected, or not verses, it's one verse. This is one verse. I wonder if why fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. Discipline. For fear, likely to cause pain. That's a type of discipline, isn't it? Ooh, let's look up discipline. That will be good. I'm gonna pull up a different tab for that. It's not disciplined. Chop off the D. Discipline. To practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior using punishment to correct disobedience. So I don't know what we stumbled upon. It's like I feel like the light bulb is like flickering. Like we almost got something. Connections. Fear is likely to cause pain or a threat. Is dangerous. Wait, and also an unpleasant emotion caused. It's interesting. Discipline. The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior using punishment to correct disobedience. A branch of knowledge, typically one studied in higher education. Discipline. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So to know that he's dangerous, to be sort of, I don't know. But fools despise wisdom. I wonder why wisdom. How do fools despise wisdom? And discipline. Which discipline, using punishment to correct disobedience. There's other stuff, but I like the punishment part because that relates to our fear of the Lord. I feel like it's saying fools. I don't know. There's a lot there, and I don't know where else to take it right now. The fear. Is there anything else I'm not understanding? The fear of the Lord. Okay, we've looked up fear. The Lord. Lord is Lord. I don't know. Is the beginning of knowledge. Knowledge is understanding things. But a fool despises wisdom and discipline. I'm curious the difference between wisdom and knowledge. He uses two different words. Actually, let's see if all of the translations use two different words. Knowledge, 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 and then this part, wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. Knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, wisdom. All of them use knowledge, then wisdom. So the words don't really change that much. This quote in the Bible, throughout all the translations, there's a couple different. Stubborn fools despise wisdom and discipline. But the words that we're looking at are all the same. Fear, knowledge, wisdom. Some use instruction instead of discipline. Instruction, discipline. Alright, I want to find out difference between knowledge, or are they the same? But why would you, I don't know. Knowledge, and we'll also look up wisdom. Wisdom, the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment. The quality of being wise. I hate it when definitions use like the same word. The quality of being wise is wisdom. Huh? Thanks, that's helpful. The quality of having experience, knowledge. Knowledge is in the definition of wisdom. Is it also in the is wisdom in the definition of knowledge? Let's see. Facts, information, and skills acquired by a person through experience or education. Okay. Knowledge is like facts and information. Okay, facts and information. Wisdom is experience. So back to our verse. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, which is facts, information, skills. But fools despise wisdom, which is having experience. Sure, yeah, I guess. Think of a fool and I don't want to do new stuff or something. I don't know. I guess I don't really know what. I know what a fool is, but do I? Let's see. Fool. A person who acts unwise, or a silly person. I don't know. What's imprudently? Imprudently? Imprudent. Not showing care for a consequence of an action. That's not liking discipline, I guess. Alright, a lot of questions there, not a lot of answers. Or not a lot of answers that felt like they fit. Or, I don't know, maybe it resonated more with whoever's watching this, if there's anyone out there. Yeah. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. There's a lot right there. There's a lot there. But just how to get at it. Looking up the words. I think that's really cool that the translations use those same words. A lot of the times the translations are like quite different. Okay. I did not expect this to go this long. And I think it's sort of crazy how I sort of just passed over that in my first one. I'm glad, because otherwise the other one would have been like a half hour long. And I don't know quite what's a good length for these videos. I never thought I would do this. So I hope that's helpful in some way. Hope it just gets the brain moving. Instead of just reading it, you're debating it, reasoning with it, exploring it. Yeah, alright. I think I'll set you free. Thanks for watching.